Welcome back, Canopy Partners, Canon News Break. Something a little different. We've been talking a lot about sales and tax revenues and things like that for states because those numbers are starting to roll in. But there's also a lot of other things going on in the cannabis space. There's a new study came out of Boston in the progress in neuropsychopharmacology and biology research. A team of investigators affiliated with Harvard Medical School, Loyola University, and University of Miami assessed alcohol consumptions and patterns with teenagers and young adults between 14 and 25. All participants acknowledged having consumed alcohol in the month prior to the enrollment in the study. Here's an interesting part. Research reported that over 60% of those assigned to the abstinence group increased their frequency of alcohol consumption as well as the quantity consumed. Following their completion of the study, participants' use of alcohol returned to pre-trial levels. So what the study is determining is that teenagers and youth, when denied cannabis, will increase their use of alcohol. And this study said substantially increase the use of alcohol, meaning that the alcohol use when they abstain from cannabis is in excess of what they were using in the cannabis space before the study. And again, this is Harvard University, Loyola, and University of Miami. This isn't, some guy with a online degree from someplace in Puerto Rico. We are talking about Harvard University, and this matches every other study we've ever seen regarding alcohol, cannabis use in teens. That when cannabis is taken away, their alcohol consumption rises significantly. And we all know what happens to teenagers when they consume too much alcohol and young adults when they consume too much alcohol. So, again, another study touting the benefits of cannabis as it stops the alcohol abuse in kids. We also have seen studies where binge drinking on college campuses in states that have a legal adult use cannabis, binge drinking has dropped significantly on campuses. And we all know binge drinking and what that leads to. Just spend 20 minutes watching Instagram or TikTok videos of kids in college, and you're going to see what alcohol consumption does to them. So just kind of switching gears, Pennsylvania is doing something really cool right now. As far as I know, they may be the first state to do it. If not, I'm wrong, but I haven't seen any other state doing this. Pennsylvania K-12 students will now learn about hemp as a sustainable material, the state announces. So now part of the STEM program, which is fantastic, in Pennsylvania is going to teach students about hemp, probably the most misunderstood plant in the history of the world. Hemp is both ingestible and a very good healthy food for people to eat. It can be made into building products. It can be made into oils for cooking. It can be made into cars, and people are making cement blocks out of hemp now. They make clothing out of hemp, lotions and creams, and we could go on forever. There's almost nothing we can't use hemp for in some way. It really is the most versatile plant I think we've ever seen on the planet, and it's been illegal for so many years because of, again, lies and mistruths. And if you go back and read some history books, you can see the cotton and the energy industries lobbying heavily against hemp and saying it was marijuana in the early 1900s in the U.S., and that led to hemp being classified as cannabis when the reality is the two are really nothing alike. They're cousins. They're not family members. They're not relatives. So this is a fantastic thing. We applaud Pennsylvania for doing this, and I think every state should be addressing the fact that in a world we live in where we want to reduce our use of petroleum products, we want to reduce our reuse of oil and gas and plastics and things like that. If we have a plant that can do the exact same thing, if not better, why aren't we using it? It's probably the most common sense things we can do. So kudos to Pennsylvania and Acting Education Secretary Noah Ortega. That was the person who sent out the release on this. So, and obviously Governor Tom Wolf for signing off on it. So kudos to Pennsylvania. Congratulations, and we'll be back soon.